All right, guys, it's phase 2 Saturdays program. We're going to be doing the 21 down to 3 design again, that reverse pyramid one. So what we're going to do on this one is we're going to have one exercise. We're going to do for 21 reps, and then have another exercise to do for 3 reps. We're going to set a 20-minute time cap. We're going to go through 3 separate circuits of supersets inside of that time. We don't expect everybody to finish all the things. We just put out enough total reps for people to be able to keep working during the whole time. So again, it works. We do 21, let's call it frog jumps. We have frog jumps, so 21 of those with 3 reverse crunches. Then you do 18 frog jumps again, 6 reverse crunches. And you work your way down, all the way down to you do 3 frog jumps and 21 reverse crunches. And we'll do that for each exercise as we go along. So let's go ahead and go through the workouts that we have. So I'm gonna have to look at this one multiple times because I keep forgetting these. So we have band thrusters and pledge planks. So on a band thruster, we're gonna have our band. We're going to stand on the band. On this one, we want the elbows to come through, and we do want them to deep squat all the way down. This is very important. We're not looking for a push press, we're really looking for that deep squat. All the way down, drive up. 1, 2, use your legs to drive through it. What you'll see a lot of times, people be here, stop, press. Try to use your legs to drive through it. So they do 21 of those. If they can't do that, they can do 21 shoulder presses. If there's somebody that can't squat, they can just do shoulder presses instead. That would be plenty hard. Or they can always just do 21 squats if they can't press. Okay? So we're going to pair that together with pledge planks. So on a pledge plank, we're going to come down that push-up position, feet wider than shoulder width apart. It'll be 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Okay? Pop back up, we'll do 18 thrusters, 6 like that, okay? We'll get done with that full circuit. Oh, sorry, the modification for a pledge plank, but we do have to count this rep, so I have to come with a rep counting scheme. So what we're gonna do is a hand lift. So just keep that same light pace. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, just in case they can't do that. Exercise combination number 2, we're gonna be pairing together reverse crunches and frog jumps. So reverse crunch, first variation, hands wide, feet long, all the way up. 1, back out, 2, up to 10 total of those. Or sorry, 21 total of those. From there, you're going to tuck your knees underneath, a little bit easier, up. 1, 2, make it a little bit easier from there. We can regress it one more time, always to that dead bug position. So dead bug allows that back to stay flat, they still get nice and long in that hollow position, but a little bit easier. So 21 of those. Then you're gonna stand up, then have frog jumps. So frog jumps, we'll go from hardest to easiest on these. So the big thing with a frog jump is making sure we're in that hinge position. So it's almost like a deadlift jump, right? So we deadlift first, in that position here, we're coming up, 1, deadlift, 2, deadlift, 3, right? So we're really trying to get into that little bit of a hinge position as we're trying to do these. Instead of like a squat jump where we want to get a little bit deeper, we want more hinge on that position. From there, we can do that without that. Get here, hinge, 1, 2, 3. Then we can always turn it into body weight kind of stuff. We can do a body weight squat if we need. We can always go with TRX and do a TRX squat for modification if we need as well to protect their knees. So we're going to pair those two together in 21 down to 3 or 3 up to 21. The last one we're going to do is mini band clamshells and band seated row. So a mini band clamshell, put the band on. The way I have this designed is for them to split it in half. So not 21 per side, it's going to be 21 on one side. I mean, they're going to do 11, roll over, 10. For the average person, they're probably going to want to do 11, 11 just because they're driving nuts and then they go halfway. But they're just going to split that rep range in half when we're doing that. So what we think about on this one, feet together, feet in line with the heels in line with the butt, driving that knee all the way up and down. 1, 2. We want to make sure we're just not rocking backwards. That's the main part. 3, up to 11, switch and roll over to the other side. I'll have them keep the band on. Grab a hold of their big band for seated row. So we're going to be here. Knees tucked because we don't want them straight so they don't lift themselves up. Knees tucked here, rowing to the bottom of the rib cage. That'd be 3. Gotta go back over. I'm gonna hit 18, so 9 on each side. Right? Switch the sides for that. And that's today's workout. All right, guys, so for the finisher today, we're doing the 60-second one where we're doing a countdown. So we're gonna do 60 seconds of this crush grip row, then we have a 15-second break, then 50 seconds, 15-second break, 40, 30, 20, 10, always with a 15-second break in between. We're trying to get a lot of volume into this rowing position. So a couple things to think about in the rowing position. The first thing you want to teach them is make sure they keep their core nice and tight. So abs tight, driving that hip back. This is the most important position because people are going to complain about lower back pain if they don't get that core nice and tight. From there we have a weight. We do want the weight to be relatively heavy, but it has to be holdable for 60 seconds. So we're not going to get crazy high. Maybe guys will probably be in that like 30 to 45 pound range, maybe 50 pound range. And ladies will be more in that like 20 to 40 range. So here, we're going to pick up our weight, abs tight, bend forward. I'm going to crush the bell together, elbows tight, row. 1, 2, I don't have to count this. Coming up, through. Doesn't have to be crazy fast. We just want good control the whole time. 60 seconds of that is going to burn the upper back, it's going to burn the forearms, the core is going to be smoked. Put it down, 15-second break, we're just going to rest our hands out, go again, go again. Our modification for this one today is a 3-point row. So if they have somebody that can't do this, they come over, you can put a couple boxes or benches out, and have them do that position of rotation. Back leg here, pull towards the rib cage. I'm totally fine if they spend most of the time on one side and then the next 50 seconds on the other side. They can do, or you can switch halfway, have them look up the clock, switch halfway. Either way is really fine. The people that have to do that are probably going to have enough modifications anyway, it doesn't really matter.